All right, welcome to a new experience. Every time we hop into a VC and I feel the need to turn on a certain Craig,
Now recording.
you fell into a trap, and now it's time to yap! Welcome to the MKE Podcast.
There is a woman's section in Outlast. However, the reason that they're not there is because they were taken out. I mean, what do you think would really happen if they kept the woman during the events of Outlast?
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, what
Someone
do you
tell me
think
what
would happen
happens
here?
in Outlast.
But then they would
So
be
I'm like
psychopathic
clued
women,
into
so
The
I feel like a lot
idea
of
of
people would die.
Outlast is there's a bunch of inmates there in a psychiatric hospital, like psychiatric fucking mental asylum, pretty much. Now,
And
the
everyone
secret of
lost
the
their strip
mental
naked.
asylum, the idea of the mental asylum, right, is they're actually a secret business that are testing patients for this new thing called the Wall Rider. What the Wall Rider is basically like a fucking being that can just rip through people pretty much, and it's like a government experiment. So they take these guys and then they put them in, especially if they're like fucking crazies and like they have no other usefulness in life, and they just throw them in there and they're like, oh, fucking see what happens. And one day, the Wall Rider project finally worked, but he broke out of his containment and he released all of the inmates from their cells. Now, all of the inmates that were unsuccessful were turned mentally insane, pretty much. So, and all in their own ways, they were turned into like their faces are ripped off. They're fucking crazy. So the prisoners are let out, and it becomes absolute craziness. And then around the same time, there's an email that's sent to Miles Upshur, who's like a news journalist, and he goes to the asylum to investigate. And at the same time as when the shit was going down, now the government, no, the place never obviously would call the police. They have to contact a certain part of the government because it's a private government owned thing. Because if they call the police, I mean, that's going to be revealed about what they did. So they kind of have to keep dark about everything and kind of try to get it under control. But when Miles goes in there, everything's going fucking haywire, and he gets stuck in an absolute crazy fest of trying to escape the prison because he's stuck inside. Um, so yeah, that's why. And a lot of them turn into like when men are crazy, you know exactly what happens. So in terms of if women were there, that is exactly what would happen. Yeah.
Crazy.
Literally,
Crazy ones.
all
Whole
like
lot of
90% of
rape.
the prisoners were naked.
Rubber room full of rats. And rats speak crazy.
They were
Crazy.
naked?
That's crazy
Oh
ones.
shit.
They locked me in a room. A rubber room.
There were a few of them, but yeah.
Oh, don't
So,
start, because I'm gonna go
for
crazy.
example,
I was crazy once.
Crazy?
Eddie Gluskin,
I was
okay?
crazy once.
Eddie Gluskin.
Locked me
So
in a
this guy,
rubber room with
yo,
rats.
yo,
Rats
yo,
caught
shut the fuck up.
I'm
Shut up.
listening.
Oh, I know.
Your story's
So
crazy.
basically,
Crazy?
Eddie Gluskin, right? He has a what's the word? Fantasization?
Fantasy?
Fantasy? Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Fantasy. He has a fantasy of wanting to have a wife. And obviously they're
Specifically, the
all
perfect.
females, and he's been in there for a long time. The perfect bride. And he calls himself the groom. And the way in his mind to make his bride is he has to obviously make a family. And every time he finds somebody, he sees what they have, and they have a set of balls. So, in his mind, which is obviously dilapidated, fuck, my words are not wording. He decides to try to cut them off and then hope that there's a vagina on the other side. And obviously that is
Right.
unsuccessful, and it kills the it kills the person every single fucking time, and he continues to do it every single time, and it's failed. So, yeah.
Oh, really?
And then after it fails, he basically hangs them up in like this imperfect fucking ceiling of things. And Juno has a crush on him, so yeah, she's mentally insane.
Hey,
They kill
What?
yourself.
You know, to a mental facility you go.
Yeah, Juno, let's go bring you to
I-
Outlast. You're gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna
hear
run
all
from
of it.
Chris Walker.
Bro,
Yeah, honestly, yeah,
I will kill him.
Outlast is actually pretty fun. Like, I genuinely think like more
I just
people
want
should
to play
find
the
it.
Outlast
I
Trials
think
already.
you probably have like heard of it once. 'Cause, like, if you ever seen videos of like scariest horror games of all time, it's up there. It might honestly be arguably the best. Besides like
More traumatizing and scary.
what's
There's
that
so many men.
what's that one game? There's a version of the game that was never released. What's that fucking horror game that was never released? But like the trial for it was like crazy. What was that called? God, what was that? Hold on, I gotta look it up. It's like not Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls is not a horror game.
No, and that's not a horror game either. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of, like when you think of horror games, you just think of stereotypical like words that describe a horror game.
Yeah.
That's what
I see,
you
I see, I
immediately
see,
think
I see.
about. Yeah, so like horror game that never released. Silent Hill. Silent Hill. PT Silent Hill. That shit was supposed to probably honestly be the craziest one of all time, because like it had like this loop where you were going through this house, and like the the monster, on quote unquote, the monster was actually behind you the entire time. Like its spirit was just literally like you could hear it breathing the entire time you were doing the map.
I would kill myself.
It was just it was a never ending suspense pretty much. And the thing of it is
So
like
what
it
if you just
never
look
had
behind
that.
you?
No, that's the thing, is it always stays behind you. Like even if you turn, it never leaves you. There's a couple other like entities in it. Like there's like a fucking grandma that watches you like from above. But the thing of it is like it's a never-ending suspense. Usual like horror things, they pay off when it's like a chase scene or like a jump scare, but no, it's a never-ending suspense. You like even when you're done with it, you're left with that suspense, and you feel like that never-ending feeling, where like you don't feel that satisfaction, because like it's almost like reverse psychology. You think like when a jump scare happens or something related to that, like, oh thank god, like, or no, wait, no, I'm thinking about it wrong. When a jump scare happens, it like scares you and like, oh shit, that was the worst part of it. But it actually is kind of the best part, because it's over, like you know that it's over too. But
Mhm.
actually it's the suspense part. If you never have that jump scare, you never have that true ending satisfaction.
Ah, okay, yeah. Like
Maybe
you never
some
know what's
people.
going to happen.
Exactly, and like you're just expecting that jump scare, and when you don't get it, it's like you're waiting for your cake to come out of the fridge, or like for your birthday. It's like it's never gonna come out. Like it's just never ending waiting there, and then especially when you end the game, it's just like you kind of sit there and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do now? Just sit here and jerk myself? Like it's just it's just crazy. I love those type of games. There's not a lot of them that are like that. Um, I think Outlast didn't really like, it did rely on a lot of jump scares, but I think it did them in a good sense of there was suspense the entire way, because like you know how usual games like Resident Evil have like safe rooms?
What?
You ever play
Oh,
Resident Evil?
yeah.
Which like Resident Evils did you play?
I didn't play. I watched Corey a Resident Evil 4.
You know how there's a like you just go inside a room and just kind of sit there for a little bit and like he's like there's a merchant, I believe, inside of the safe rooms back in
Yeah.
the older ones. Yeah, so it's like those where like you feel like you're just chill. No, it Outlast like never there's never a safe room. When I watched Juno play the
Chris
game,
Walker here.
oh yeah, that's the thing is like you always have an entity on your ass, pretty much. Whether it's like it's similar to Resident Evil, like how there's like Mr. X. I can't remember which one was it, Nemesis or Mr. X for Resident Evil 4.
I think
No,
it was
that's the one
Mr.
with
X.
Leon. No, Resident Evil 4 is the one with Leon, right? Yeah,
Oh,
no,
then
that's
I
a
guess I
completely
didn't
different
watch Resident
one.
Evil 4.
Oh, okay, maybe it was.
I
Resident Evil 4
I
is the
knew
one
it
with
had
the
Mr.
mansion.
X.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's the one with
was
what's
it
her name? The fucking big baddie. MILF.
You watched the one with the giant movie?
Jill Valentine?
No, fucking. Oh, what's her name?
Claire Redfield?
It's the big goth mom.
Oh no! That's Village. You're thinking about Village.
Village.
Resident Evil Village. Yes, Resident Evil 8. The big
Tried to play
fucking white vampire.
that, and I
Oh my god! I didn't realize it was 8. I thought it was an only one.
Yeah, that was
Shit.
Village. Okay, but
Bro,
yeah,
she's
that does have a safe
on
room
her. It's
with the
crazy.
big fat guy. Yeah, the big fat looking merchant. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
so yeah, those games have safe rooms, and I think and I dig it. Like that's Resident Evil style, but sometimes it just takes away from the true feeling of never-ending horror. And like you can
Yeah,
get back into it. It doesn't feel as kind of like into the experience. With Outlast, there's never really a safe room, to be completely honest. Like you can sit under a bed for as long as you want, but with the soundtrack, it's always playing that fucking eerie ass music as if someone's gonna rip you out under the bed, and they can do that. Like if they spot you from a like if they see where you're going, they can rip you out from underneath an area. Especially Chris Walker, like he's a big fat ass, but like he was ex-military, I think it was, or ex-policeman, something like that. So he's got some hella fucking skills, and like he can literally take you from anywhere as long as you're in distance. The only thing that he can't do is like when you're on the other side of like a fucking area that's like you have to sneak through. It's like a small gap. Obviously, his big fat ass won't fit in there, but yeah, like other than that, easy.
Sky, can you do me a big solid?
What?
Can you / give me 32 stripped?
You cut out.
Can you / give me 32
You
spruce
cut out
logs?
again. I was 32 spruce logs. You said strip the first time, so are we stripping again?
Yes. No. Oh, I'm typing.
Yes. He's typing it. Is it stripped spruce logs? No, I cannot give you. I'm not / giving you items.
Ah, can you at least give me a
That's for
sapling?
you thinking that I was in fucking creative mode.
No, I was joking.
Oh, I thought you were just like, oh, Mr. Creative Mode.
Well, I was like
That's because
when I saw you with
I
the
have,
armor, I'm like, holy creative, as a joke.
yeah, because I
Nice.
have the diamond I actually got pretty easily. It's like when you get down to those big ass mines, not like the regular ones, but like with the deep slate, it's easy to get like diamonds because they're just there.
Mhm.
There was one where I had like 8 diamonds in one area, and like I've never seen that.
Listen,
You
all I
ever-
need you to do is just / give me one dark or just spruce sapling, just a sapling, and I'll be
do
happy.
that. Yeah, /
Yes.
just because I was gonna say just because you asked nicely, but you didn't ask, you talked. So that's sort of not. How do you type it? Strip.
/ give Oh, stripped? Yes. Wait, no, one? Whoa, not
Wait,
one.
wait. No, you meant spruce sapling. Sorry, I'm dumb.
I just want a sapling. But 32. No, actually, I would like a lot of spruce. Actually.
One.
Yes.
But
Okay, now I need to find a skeleton.
But yeah, it really fits that vibe of true horror mentality, which are not a lot of horror games do that nowadays. Because it's just just do that. Oh, it's a safe room, and now you can be safe for a little bit. And Resident Evil, they're known for their own style of games. Like they've been doing that shit since like Resident Evil 2. Like that's what they're known for is safe rooms and like. There's another thing about Resident Evil, like the way you heal. In Outlast, you actually just kind of heal automatically, which that's dumb. But apparently
Okay.
Miles Upshur is just fucking Jesus Christ himself, and he could just take
He
hits
is,
from
like,
Chris
immortal.
Walker. Well, yeah, you can just take
Thrown out
hits
a
from Chris
window.
Walker like it's. Yeah, he did
Okay,
get
so
thrown
is
out a
Chris
window.
Walker like a bad guy, or is he a good
Fingers
guy?
Yeah,
just get cut off.
he's one of the patients that turn insane.
Okay.
There's not necessarily a good guy. The only guy that sort of tries to help you is there's a priest that was locked inside there, Father
He's
Martin, but
only
like
doing that for his own entertainment.
he would worship the wall rider, so like he just was like, I will help you,
Fucked
and
us
like
over because he got
I
to turn
gave
into
you
the
a
wall rider.
key, and then he burned himself on a fucking
So you
burned
are
himself
the
on his.
and like, you are the wall rider, right? In the game?
No,
No.
but
Okay, so
you
then why is
actually
he
go
giving
to
happy to you?
because Miles goes down to kill the wall rider, and the wall rider, when it escapes the current host's body, he enters Miles, the main character.
Hey,
And
can
then
we
as
Ah.
reword
Miles
that?
struggles
Can we?
out, huh?
I said, can we reword that?
It's just the way. I mean, it's just to make the most sense. I can't be like he inserts his spirit inside of the rectum of Miles Upshur to go up into his areolus and become one with him. And then like basically struggles towards the exit, and when he gets to the exit there's a military that are there, and they think, oh, they killed the wall rider, now we have to get rid of all the evidence, which is killing Miles. But then they shoot and kill him, but turns out the wall rider's inside of him, so he pops out and kills all the guards. And the doors are now unlocked, so again, the wall rider is free. So
So the wall rider,
yeah.
how he like goes into other people's bodies. Wait, I just had the person. Ah, fuck.
Miles.
I had a person in no. I had a person in my different scenes that like how they go into people's bodies.
It's a little different. It's like its own thing. It's pretty cool, especially for an original story. They do take a lot of time into the lore. There's a lot of characters to be dived into, and I generally appreciate that. Like it's not just randomly thrown together. And I don't play a lot of horror games. Oh, back to what I was saying. So in Resident Evil, the way you heal up, especially in the recent games in 7 and Village, is fucking Ethan. He just has some goop juice and just splashes. It's just funny because he just splashes the goop juice on his arm. He's like, boom, all right, I'm back to normal after getting clawed by fucking Lady Dimitrescu. He was like, no, I'm just gonna splash some goop juice on me, and like, boom, fresh as new, bitch, fresh as new.
And looking at how the game is supernatural and crap like that, it makes it.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, they actually did explain why Ethan could just heal himself with goop juice. And it turns out at Resident Evil 7, he was actually contracted with the not contracted, that sounds like he's signing a fucking contract deal. He was in contact with the virus in Resident Evil 7 and he became part of it. And like it's basically like the mold and like you get like complete health sustainability. But it wasn't revealed until Village, and then he started turning into mold and like dying because like he doesn't live long. But he ended up destroying like the main source to it before he died. But he basically saved his daughter in the process. So Yeah, like they explained that part, but the other Resident Evil games, like you just splash on goop juice, and especially Leon in Resident Evil 4, he is the most overpowered son of a bitch in a horror game I've ever seen in my life. He just fucking backflips everything. He just, you know what, backflip every single character, like, because why not? But
My God, I've killed so many skeletons.
both games are really fun. You ever play horror games, Misso? You got any in mind?
I played for 20 minutes. I played the
If only your
that
mic
counts.
wasn't dollar
That's a
store. Can you
great.
play it one more
That's a great
time?
horror game.
Yeah, for
Say
like
it.
20 minutes, I played the
No, no, we can't hear you, bro. It keeps cutting out every time you're about to
can't
say it.
quarry.
Oh, oh, the decision-making game. Yeah, it's
I
like
played it for like
Until
20
Dawn, the
minutes.
game. Wow. Well, it's those games are cool though, because you actually like the decisions you make impact the story. I've actually always wanted to do like decision-based games. You guys watch Markiplier?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
You know, you watch my. You guys ever see his any of his interactive series where it's like a date with
Oh yeah,
Markiplier
yeah, yeah.
and space with Markiplier, a heist with Markiplier?
So it's like Bandersnatch. That's one of my favorite movies.
Well, actually, I wanted to do something like what he did, and I wanted to do like something in Minecraft where like it's like a journey with Sky Shatter or something like that, and basically would go like in survival, and like somehow we would end up finding a portal in the multiverse, and we have to make decisions, and you get to choose which side you get to go, and you click on the video like which one you want to see, and you get different endings and stuff like that. So like one option would be like we could either go try to find Mista, or we could go try to see where Juno's at, like, and then you pick which option. Like, it takes you to like different multiple endings. I wanted to do it, but then I realized, like, oh my god, that it will probably take a long ass time because you got to do so many endings to other endings to other endings to other endings, and it's like,
Sky,
is it
have you
really
ever
worth
seen
it?
I'd play
Bandersnatch?
it over and over again to find all the endings.
Like, that's the cool part of it is you can see all the different endings, but like, it'd be fucking. If are people actually going to like be interested in it though? Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
like
main thing.
so much time spent, and then you just have
Yeah.
to hope that people watch it.
Yeah, especially when it's not like a film, really. Like it's like its own thing. But I did really like watching In Space and Markiplier. Now, what did you ask me if I watched?
Bandersnatch.
What's it about?
It's pretty much exactly that. Like you get to choose the story and how it goes, but it's like crazy. It's like you.
It's
There's
like a
so
film?
many endings that you. Yeah, it's an interactive movie on Netflix. You get to choose how it goes. Hold on, I'll show you Bandersnatch Black Mirror the flow chart.
I'm gonna show you some as well. I'm going to Amazon. I'm showing you the latest microphones you can get from the store. Come on, Juno, fucking laugh with me there.
What?
You do, fuck,
It's an airball.
fucking
I would.
Mista was like, I'm gonna show you this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna show you something too. And I was gonna go to Amazon and link you the more recent headphones you can buy, and then fucking just complete silence afterwards. Like, come on, that was good. It was funny.
I
And
wasn't. I
Juno's
wasn't.
still not laughing.
Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
All
Ha.
right, bro. All right, bro. Go jump, jump,
I
jump.
wasn't paying attention. I'm
Oh, pay
tired.
attention.
My eyes burn.
Okay, Sky, I'm gonna send the photo. General. This is
Okay.
the complete flow chart. Actually, wait, hold on. Broken connection. Hold on. I could do this.
Should I be concerned that I stabbed
Wait.
myself in the eye with mascara a few hours ago and my
Okay.
kind of hurts?
So this is all of the different choices you get to choose. The Bandersnatch
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, so that's basically like something that I wanted to do, and it's basically like Markiplier shit, yeah. So
It's so long. And the endings are really cool.
Yeah, like I said, like that's see, you ever like want to make something and all you can think about is like the ending parts to it, but then you got to think about you got to make everything up into that. Like that's how I envisioned Journey on No Path when I was writing it. Like, and that's okay. You can envision things as you're kind of going along and kind of make a storyboard, but sometimes when I'm writing scripts, like or like storyboarding ideas, I tend to look at like
What the
how
fuck?
everything is gonna come out in the end before like you end like before you get all of the like seeding for everything. And that's not necessarily a problem all the time, but like for to make things really impactful as much as they need to be, you gotta give it life beforehand.
Mm.
And I think that's part of the reason why season two, when I was writing the script, I ended up not liking it because I was starting to get really focused on the ending and all of the what the main history of the plot was, and I think I threw myself off. Now in season one, I did a good job of keeping it slow, but I realized with the season two script, I was like, wait a minute, I'm going way too fucking fast with this. And I think both of you actually had kind of known a little bit about what was supposed to happen in it. And
Yeah, I knew what
like
was
how
gonna
it was just
happen.
supposed to randomly jump to all of the plot reveals. And I ended up being like, oh, and there was a couple other reasons. Like I feel like if this is gonna work, it needs to be played really good and like come out really good. And I feel like it won't, considering who we had at the time, and that I don't think we were really having issues with the group at the time. But just kind of felt like, man, I feel like this is not gonna work. And then I was like, I think maybe I don't know if I canceled it straight up or I was just like I was gonna take more time on it. I think that's what I said. And then we went into mouth washing, and then that's when all the other shit happened where there's like people leaving, and then I was just like, okay, well, it get canceled, and then I wanted to bring it back, and then more shit happened. I was like, okay, we're canceling again. But yeah, definitely won't come back. But I think it was fine where it left off. I thought it did its thing, what it needed to do. I thought the plot was cool, and I think people can idealize what they think the endings would end up being and how things would be resolved in their own ways, and I think that's fine. We got way more things that we're creating now that's more, I guess you could say, like eventful in a way. Juno, when you first like got into MKE, like what was your perception of professionalism in terms of how things got released? Did you think we were like stupid as fuck? How, like, what was your perception of like how things were gonna go? Because I know, like, in my talk with you, like, I just kept yapping and yapping and yapping, and like, usually I do sound professional, but like, did you expect there to be like how fucking stupid the group is sometimes, or like, did you really think it was gonna be one of those like you need to be here at exactly 9:25 on the dot, or else you're moved.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not
I mean,
because he's talking. It was just like I think in my head a lot about things, and then like I get nervous, and then like I over exaggerate. Like you sounded friendly, but like also at the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Well, that's the thing though, is like when you're doing those introductions, you gotta get so much information out because if we don't, it's just like there's gonna be that one thing that I didn't mention that's gonna happen that I don't want, and it's gonna be like a fuck type thing. Whether it's about the group or whether it's about how you join something or whether it's about like specific guidelines or like, hey, just make sure don't be a fucking asshole all the time.
Yeah. As soon as you said
So
the fuck, I got a notification for my controller batteries being low.
No, my fucking house just blew up. Fuck!
just randomly got nuked.
Oh my god, no, there's freaking zombies spawning in it. And my sword broke! I'm broke. I'm
How
actually
did it
broke. This
explode
guy
though?
TP'd him just because of a creeper.
Oh, you just said explode. Your entire house exploded. There were zombies inside of it. Just made it seem like you got Hiroshima.
But yeah, I
Basically.
was not expecting everything that like I got in MKE when I joined.
It's good. It's good. What about you, Mista? What was your? I mean, actually, you know what? So the way you got in was a little weird, actually, because like you were doing game shows. How did
Yeah.
you? How did you end up joining? I can't remember.
I can remember. It was a very specific game. I don't remember the game show, but no, it was. I remember it was like time somewhere around. And hold on, I need to lock in. So I was just in a game show with a lot of people. You were talking about the how MKE is gonna be going because like a lot of the main people that were there, like Alex was there, Slime was there, Monkey was there, like all like the main people back in the day. And then I was confused. I was like, "What was MKE?" And then you went on your whole rant about MKE. And I was like, "Oh, that sounds kind of cool." But I don't think I asked about if I could join. But then at the end, I was screaming at because I lost very early. It was in the. Do you know the one where you have to go up this like big pole ladders sides and
And
you
you
have
have
to
to
like
stay.
jump
It's
to the
like
ladder?
endurance. Oh, I was thinking
No,
endurance.
no,
So you
no,
have to stay on the ladder.
no. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was that one because I remember I fell in fish and I got out and I was screaming. I was like, "Fuck!" And I guess you just asked if I wanted to join. I mean, sure. I that's how I remember. Like it was
You're
some. It
just
was a
screaming
game
to get
show. I
crazy.
screamed really loud, and I guess just got horny, and you were like, "Hold on, I think I need."
So we did the house, and I remember the way it's set up was I set up like that there would be 5 characters, and I want everybody just to audition for whatever and just read some fucking lines. And then I ended up picking you, and before I had realized that you were actually pretty good at voice acting, I made all of those lines so loud because I had known you as just being loud. Now, this is just the way I perceived you at first. I didn't know what your skills were, obviously. I had
Mhm.
basically thrown all of those yelling together because that's what you were known for. I didn't really think about like the actual voice acting part of it. I just kind of that's what fit for it, and that's what I had imagined you as. And you did throw it right out the ballpark, but it was more than just the yelling. It actually did feel emotion because there's a difference between yelling and putting emotion and yelling and just being a fucking weirdo. And you were able to actually like do both. Again, like the house and I mean, the other actors in that movie were also good in their own way, but it really made me realize that I could take it a step further, you know? Because, like, again, MKE is still something that is for fun, always has been, always will be, but I realized that like you could start to make things like actually feel a lot more cinematic because like back then it would just be like okay just throw your fucking lines together I don't give a shit but like then you realize you could start actually putting more effort into it and like it's still fun in that way but at least it sounds good you know and I didn't realize that I could actually do as much as I could with that and find those people and you were a big part of that. So yeah, I what was your did you have a perception of how things might have gone, or did you just kind of just like what the fuck ever?
Um, this is how I thought when not like I don't remember what I thought of it before. I just remember what happened while I was recording it. And I mean this with like full respect, and it's not towards you, it's actually towards the other people, which did fine. But when I was just doing my lines, and I was I'm not gonna say I was like half-assing it, but I was kind of just like doing it. And then I remember I did it, and then everybody was like shocked, and I was confused, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize it was that good. And then like, and this sounds like really like I don't know what's the word, like boastful or whatever. Like you think you're good and shit.
Yeah,
But
well,
when I
I know where you're
realized,
going. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't want to seem like too prideful, but like when I realized that with that performance, like everybody was shocked. I mean, like I knew I could be one of the bigger actors.
Well, immediately, yeah. Well, I
You
didn't.
And
Again, I didn't know how. I didn't know how far we could take it. Like again, it was just something that's kind of silly. But then when we realized we could actually take it a step further, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, we need more of that. We need more. Damn it, more.
Mhm.
Uh, and then
here's what
the fact.
really made me try harder. When I listened to the old scripts, and especially during MK Mystery, I realized, again, respectfully, I could be the best because when everybody, I think I even told this to Juno because, and I mean, like when I was listening to it, I think it was Juno's first project. Was it mouthwashing?
Washing, I believe, because you were
Yeah.
helping her out after it was done, I
Mhm.
think.
I was helping her out because this is what she was doing,
nervous
or
as
at least
fuck.
this is what I heard. She was just reading her lines. Like she was just reading it and then she was done. Like she was like it's like she was popcorn reading in history class or English class. Like you're kind of just like reading it and then you're done with it. But like she still put emotion behind it, and I especially knew this in MK Mystery when I heard Alex, very specifically Alex, who was, would you think like back then Alex was one of your biggest actors?
I mean, yeah, also because she was just really a part of everything, but yeah.
When
And that's
I
respect
heard
for her, of
her
course, because
in
I do actually
MK
have
Mystery,
respect for her.
Mhm.
I do have a lot of respect for her because she has recently reached out from Kai, asking if I was okay, and I said yeah, so I can respect that.
When I heard her in
Continue.
MK Mystery have what I feel could have been a really big moment in MKE, just read it out and be done with it, I was like, okay. If that's how one of the most known actors, the actors is, I knew I could be best because nobody really put in effort. Like they just read it and they were done. And I'll say this
Yeah.
forever: they weren't like actively trying, like put emotion behind it. They were just reading it and then
I
they
think
were done.
we all got better. I mean, I learned
Oh yeah, everybody
what
got
true
better.
potential was because again, back then I was so new and I didn't know what better was. I didn't know what better was, and then I figured out what better was. Can you truly believe that Woto exists? Because I still don't.
No,
It's
it's
crazy.
crazy.
It's fucking crazy. Like it truly became a thing. I never thought that an actual fully fledged movie would come out. Like I was fucking astonished by The Reckoning and like if fucking if 16-year-old me would see what we created now, it'd be fucking insane. Insane. Yeah, I'd probably lose my shit. I think it was not even me. But yeah, there's been plenty of improvements since then, though, by a long shot. And I know
Mhm.
I've become a lot more confident, and I know what things can be better at, and just keep growing from there. Yeah, and then you're still here, still doing it. We're still doing it 47
Mhm,
years
mhm.
later.
Sky, just so my dick can get hard, do you think
Alright, I'm feeling
when I
myself.
join? Listen. Just shh. Let me bask in this moment for a little bit. Do you think when I joined, that's when K flipped switch and it became just way better?
I don't know about like when you just joined, but like
Not
you
joined, but like
definitely
after like the house,
influenced it. I don't
I
think there was
influenced it.
really a
That's good enough
switch.
for me.
You weren't influenced. I know I had said it, but like I don't think there was an actual switch flip. it because you would see that at like right away. I think it was just it's and things are always like this most of the time. It's just an overall growth. Just an overall growth. I think it just was an overall growth, and it's continued to growing. Pause, but it's that's how it
Function
is.
down
Just
there has
always.
continued to grow as well.
It's just shut the fuck up. It it's just the way that it is. I think there's been many influences. Dino, a huge influence for a lot of things for Woto. You, Mista, Brain. Um, there. What are some other good names? This is I feel so disrespectful. Wolfie recently has brought out some. I think some people overlook Wolfie sometimes. I think it's just she hasn't really been full throttled. I think some people overlook a bit of Nakano and don't realize how. I mean, useful. I say useful as if like I'm fucking using her. Like in
Manipulating her.
terms of useful, like um, she's a good asset. That's the right word I'm looking for. Good asset. Like I think she can be used for a lot of different things. There's a couple things she could get better at in terms of not being the same thing every time, but she's definitely very talented. I mean, have you heard of any of her singing stuff before? She does a lot of
No.
music stuff. Like she does covers on songs in Japanese
And
sometimes.
Wolfie's the sixth man in an NBA roster.
Yeah, she's very talented in her own. And like everybody here is talented completely. Everybody can be talented. Everybody has potential always. Just you got to be willing to try, of course, as well. And that's just how it goes from there. Kai is also pretty talented when she wants to be a part of stuff. But um yeah, I think Kai was the first person that actually was an influence before you because she had joined in the Reckoning and like when everybody was fucking around, she had actually put in like good effort for her small minor character. And I don't know if it fully hit me as much as yours did right away, but it was one that like, oh shit, well that's cool, you know? And then yours was like, what the fucking holy shit. I think it was less of the okay, there was a obviously like, oh, we can do better, but a lot of it too was like a wait, this guy is actually trying here. A lot of the time I just kind of look at it as like a people are not going to put in that much effort because it's just something for fun. But then I realized the way that you got to make it more important, you gotta create that importance and make it look that way. The way we portray MKE now is fucking way bigger than it was back then. I mean, nobody took it seriously back then, and now it's very taken seriously because that's the way it's portrayed now. But I mean, there's that fun aspect of it, and there always will be. But it it is definitely changed, um, different from what it was back then.
Hmm.
I mean, there was constant drama back then, like constant drama. Obviously, there's drama that happens in the world no matter what, but like, there was just shit happening left and right. I mean, I had to fucking remove the chat one time. You remember that?
One time.
Yeah, well, I mean, that just shows that if I have
And
to
way
fucking
more than
remove a
once.
chat, oh, I did it more than once.
Yes. I remember when Lub got kicked because of the fucking Venom Carnage shit. I remember,
I
yeah,
never.
like he was
No, no,
genuine.
no, no. I didn't. I didn't do
You
it.
didn't close the
No, I
chat
didn't
because
do
of
it
that.
then.
Oh, okay.
No, it was. This is more of like way like
But I
Jack.
remember, like, you closed the chat, yeah. Like, there was a lot, like, I can't remember the exact moments, but I remember chat was like 1, 2 times.
Jax was one of the reasons,
Hmm.
which obviously you apologize for it, but yeah, I think the other time it wasn't sketch. It was just. I think it was no. I th- was it. It was like in 2023. when like I don't know, I just things were. I was starting to feel really like down about it, and like everyone was like not interested or what. I don't remember what my feelings were about
Oh,
it.
I think it was whatchamacallit.
I
The
remember one time
one
Addie
in
had joined the fucking Discord and was like nagging on everybody for like fucking treating me like shit. That was like that was a one time I remember like I actually appreciated her for that because she was backing me up.
what I'm still
Yeah,
mad at is like all the people. I remember I tried to invite my chat. They wouldn't take it serious. That's the only like
yeah, and
and
I don't have a problem with that. Like I can deal with those type of people anytime, any place of the day, in a party, in a Discord chat. But here's the problem. It was mine, and I just you can't. It just can't do it. Like if it was theirs, if it was a different one, if it was a group chat, if it was a party, it's completely fine. But when you're stepping into just a zone, it's just the way it is. Like I get it's completely fine how they are. I've never had a problem with how they are, and I still don't have a problem with them. I just like I that's the way we had to do it because I knew immediately how it was gonna go. I mean, still to this day, I would have done the same thing if they would have came in and acted that way. I still would remove them, 100%, because we have to follow that every single time. It's like just it's almost like a policy at that point, like because we got to
yeah.
treat everyone the same. We got to do that exact same thing for everyone else. If you saw somebody that joined that acted like that wasn't your friend, you would say the same thing, and and you agree
Mhm.
that you ended up being like you understood that like even though it was your friends, it was just that reason. Like if it was even
Yeah.
if it was one of my friends that was doing that, like when the shit with I'm not gonna say her name on here, but Valiant, my friend, um, one of my real life friends who was in the Discord that would send porn into the shit
What?
into the
Interesting.
chat.
Wait, when was this?
Again, I'm not saying her name on this, but
Oh, I know. I'm remember. I don't remember when that
it
shit
was.
happened.
I think it was around the time you had maybe joined. I think.
Yeah, nah, 'cause that like when I was joining, I didn't focus on the chat. I kind of just like saw when the like I wasn't really like
Honestly, real
connecting
though, like
with all the
I
people.
should. Man, I mean, I wouldn't fucking if I did that too. I don't usually, but shit, if you would ask me back then, and if I'd be connecting all these different types of people, I'd fucking say you're crazy. Like I would never do this shit back then. COVID made me do this shit, and I
Hmm.
thank COVID for it. I never thought I would say that, but like it did. It brought me to game shows, and then the game shows brought me to this. I mean, when you're stuck inside a home, you got to do something. I did game shows for about. I did it a little bit before that, but like I did game shows even more for 2 years, and then in 2022, I was like, "Fuck, let's make a fucking YouTube channel. Why not?" I used to make videos, and but I put them as unlisted, and then I started MK Wrestling. So
Hmm.
there you go.
The one thing that I was gonna say is I'm just still so mad that the group chat that I was in they didn't take it serious. Say this from like before till now. All of my friends like we literally had our own did Xbox like Minecraft role time. We were good at it. Like if you thought I was good, imagine just five me's.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Am I cutting this part out, by
And
the way?
wait, what? Oh, we're still. Wait, you have
I
Craig in
forgot we
here?
were
Oh shit!
recording. I've just been yapping. We've just been yapping. I forgot we
Hmm.
were recording.
Welcome, guys, to the first episode of the MKE Podcast.
Behind the
Yeah, but
scenes.
like behind the scenes, okay. Like
Behind the
there
scenes.
was the one person who stayed for a little bit. Do you remember Crimson?
Derek. Oh, Crimson. Yeah, yeah.
He's
He was supposed
he's
to
the
be a part
one
of my
guy that I
breakthrough.
think Yeah. He was gonna be like some police guy, and I was gonna like run off with him in the end. That's what.
Yeah, run off with them and
Um.
marry. Am I cutting this part out away? You never told me yes or no.
I mean, they probably don't check MKE. Actually, no. Every once in a while. Only when
They're
I
not gonna
join
watch this.
VC.
They're not gonna listen to
Yeah,
this
nah.
whole thing.
But Crimson, he was better than me, and he probably still is.
Basically, the
I mean,
idea of the MKE podcast, just randomly turn it on at a random time and just start fucking Whether whoever's in the VC, like I could actually make sessions for it, but like I feel like just random times when people in the VC, just turn it on and start yapping.
I mean, it's better. It's more natural.
Yeah, because you're not
Yeah,
like
exactly. Now
It's a
people
little
will start to
forced.
realize as you start to turn on Craig, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's the MK podcast! Look, guys, now let's just start talking about famous people or infamous people in
Let's
specific
start racist, guys.
areas."
Yeah, I kind of just
Yeah,
like
let's
forgot about Craig. I was like, oh wait, Craig's in here, and I kind of just forgot about it.
I
can't
forgot.
believe you would forget about Craig like that, man. It's
I'm
just
so sorry,
ridiculous.
Craig.
I heard now record it.